What's up, guys? Happy New Year. So I'm making this video for you, one person who clicked on this video, just one person, to tell you that if you're not loving the reality of life that you're living in right now, and no, this isn't some crazy like cliche motivational speech, this is honest. If you're not loving the reality of life which you're living in right now, you absolutely should change it, and you can. I want to tell you my story with no hate, all love. And I've really struggled to share this because I don't want to share it and it sound like I'm boasting, because I'm not. I am humbled and grateful and truly understand that everything I've ever received in my life has came from God, first and foremost. I just want to be obedient to Him and do the things that I feel Him nudging me to do. And I felt Him nudging me to make a video like this to hopefully help one person out there feel comfortable, give them permission to make a change in their life, because we really do only have one opportunity at this life. One. The cool thing is, we may have one life, but we have infinity amounts of moments where we could change the reality of our life. And I want to share a quick story about myself, my journey, in hopes that it inspires you, just you. So, I'm 36 years old. I just had my first full year as a content creator, 100% content creator. I don't have my own products. I don't sell coaching. I do have a course that I sell, but I don't really promote it. So that's for like the few people who have actually found it in my links down in my description, been intrigued by it, clicked it, and actually purchased it. I have sold it, but I don't really promote it. It's not my income source. But I do want to start with this. 2024 was the best year I've ever had in my life, financially and through fulfillment. I've had more time with my family. I've had more time with my friends. I've had more time with myself and my health. And I've had more time to really focus on building my own business, which is a full-time content creator currently. And I wanted to share this because I don't have like some crazy health and wellness background. I'm not some crazy record setter, world record holder, crazy athlete. I started in the car business full-time basically when I was 15 years old. And I worked with my dad in our family business for 20 years. Last 7 of those years, I was the vice president of the company. And I learned so much. I learned so much in that business. I learned so much about communication, even though I need to get better at it all the time. I learned so much about marketing, even though I need to get better at it all the time. I learned so much about so much. I learned so much from my dad. And I will forever be grateful for everything he taught me in my life and continues to teach me. And yes, in the beginning of my journey of quitting that career, which I did on my 35th birthday, there was a little bit of a falling out between us. And through a lot of prayer and a lot of love by both of us, we've been able to rekindle our relationship. And we spent all the holidays together and had some great conversations. And I really think that we're over the gap where we both said some things that I said some things that weren't great. And I regret saying some hurtful things to my dad. This is me just kind of clearing the air on that. But, hey, that's where my heart was at the time. And I was in a selfish place and a hurt place and a place where I wasn't saying things clearly, but I knew I needed to do something. I felt this nudge to do something different with my life. I was making really good money in the car business. I had a great career, great friends, great relationships. Felt like I was doing a great job. And I just felt this calling to leave it and be a full-time content creator. I don't really know why. I just felt like what happened was I started YouTube in 2020 when COVID was happening, and I was like, we're not going to be able to present our cars to our customers, so I'm gonna do some walkarounds of our cars, put them on YouTube and share them with our customers so they can get the full, like all the information on these cars without, having that interaction face to face. We all know how that all went. But it taught me a lot about YouTube. And then a few years later, posted my first cold plunge video. Basically, I was dealing with brain fog, and I had an aquarium when I was younger, a saltwater aquarium with a chiller. And I started thinking like, why spend so much money on a cold plunge when you could just build one? So I built a DIY cold plunge. I videoed that on my iPhone 13 mini, horrible quality if you've probably seen that video. And it helped thousands of people from around the world build their own DIY cold plunge. Since then, companies have reached out to me, sent me their products, and now I'm like the Carfax of health and wellness products, where I review only the best products that you'll find. If I haven't reviewed it, there's a reason. Doesn't mean it's terrible. Just means we haven't gotten to the opportunity where we get to talk. Like my process now, and it's changed. My process now is I want to have a conversation with the founder or the creator of the product. I want to know what makes their product stand out, what makes their product different, and if their product is truly a quality product that should be presented to the world, because YouTube is connected to the entire world. Sharing information with potential entrepreneurs out there who want to start their own companies. Like, it's got to be a good product and it's got to stand out. So that's what I am now. I'm a full-time content creator, and I wanted to make this video to kind of give you a little information inside this world. When you become a full-time content creator, it's not easy. It's a full-time, multi-part job. You are the producer of the thoughts, you're the producer of the content, you're the producer of the publishing, you are the replier of the comments, you are the face of the brand. You are so many things. You are your own accountant and CPA. There's so many things that you will learn to do if this is something you do. And I'm not making this video to encourage you to quit your job and become a full-time content creator, but I'm here to tell you that I loved what I did in the car business, and I would not change a thing about my life because it led me to everywhere that I am. I learned everything that I learned over the span of being in the car business and with everyone that I ever worked with. I met my wife, my kids, like everything came through my job. But I want to tell you that like most of my life I just had aspirations of doing something else. And I'm sure you can relate. Maybe there's some part of your life that isn't hitting on all cylinders and there's something else that you want to do. I'm not telling you and giving you permission to quit your job and be crazy, but I am telling you that if you don't love the reality of life that you're living in right now, you need to change it. If you don't like who you are, change yourself. Only you can. No one else can. If you don't like what you see when you look in the mirror, well, you're going to have to get uncomfortable and you're going to have to make some changes. Like that's the harsh reality of it, is nobody is putting a gun to my head and saying, quit your career of 20 years and become a content creator. Nobody's putting a gun to my head and saying, you have to work out and be healthy. No, I'm doing this and I'm putting myself in uncomfortable positions. I'm jumping into freezing cold water. I'm getting into an extremely hot sauna. I'm pushing my body to the limits when I work out. I'm starting to run. I'm doing these things willingly because I know that who I want to be is on the other side of some change and some discomfort. Nothing in life worth having is going to come easily. Even people, I know people who have so much money, they have no idea what to do with it, and they're unhappy with their reality. Money does not buy happiness. You've heard it. It's been on fortune cookies forever. Everyone's heard that, right? Fortune cookies. But it's the sad truth. And I'm talking to the people watching this video, the person watching this video who has millions of dollars in the bank. You have to make some changes in your life if you're not completely in love with who you are and the reality that you're currently living. Make some changes in your life. And I wanted to give some people permission. You're not too young. You're not too old. None of us have reached the end of the line, right? How are you guys doing today?
Hey, doing well.
Still a little motivational talk to my friends here.
Okay, good.
That's right. Happy New Year. None of us are too young. None of us are too old to not make the changes that need to be made. Like, look at that. Out here walking, getting some sun. It's a cool evening over here in Florida. Get uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable the day I decided to quit my job. I felt great. I felt like, yes, I'm making a change. And I burned the boats. Like I burned the ships. I said some things to my dad I wish I could take back. And all but severed our relationship. But by the grace of God and by a lot of forgiveness and a lot of time, our relationship is back. Anything can be changed. Nothing is set in stone except for death. And when that happens, that's it. Don't live your life with what if in mind. Live your life with I did it in mind. Make the changes that you versus you, and make 2025 the greatest year of your life. I love you. Have a great day, my friends. God bless.